This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Labor Day baseball coming up on the show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game.
So digging in, John Lane. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
1-1.
That one misses, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. O'Donnell racing over to make the catch. On to the bottom of the first. No score. One out, bases empty.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Martin hauls it in, and there's two away. Runners at first and second with one gone. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next one misses. 1-2 to count.
1-2. Ball
in the dirt, but kept close.
2-2.
Two on, one out. That one misses, and the count is filled up.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And that one hammered back there. And that one's gone. Home run number 30 on the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-3.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So a man at first. John Lane next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. To third. They take the force out, and that is the inning. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a foul straight back. Man at second. Swings through that one for strike two.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Cut out and missed, struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Lane hit his 30th homer of the season in this one.
Well, plenty of thump for him this season, Boog. And you know his teammates.
First and second, no outs. Lane digs in now. Pitch misses. 1-0. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Started to swing, held up.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a foul out of play. Now all even up. The other way. It is caught for the out. One out, bases empty. Lane with some impressive production lately.
1-0.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
2 outs. Bases are full.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
That's
now
the ball.
1-1.
Outside.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. So now to the plate for Atlanta, John Lane.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
This one in the dirt. Benitez over at second, one down. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Ball. 3-1.
On the ground. And foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Lane stands in now and watches strike one. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the top half of inning number 7. Way inside, gets out of the way. And that one is lifted in the air. Koo makes his way towards it, snags it on the run. And that is that. So bases all loaded up. Lane getting ready to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Line drive, caught. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the base. Lane played pretty well in this win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver.
John Lane next up for the Braves. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And that one fouled off. And the pitch. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
No ball.
2 outs,
2 strikes.
base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
These two guys, a lot of respect for one another.
And there's a ball.
That's in. Ball.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Thomas collects, fires to first. That completes the strike. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Laird back to work. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Laird with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. He swings and fouls one off.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
One, 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a 1-2 again. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Yeah, that's fouled off. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count. Two and 2.
Squirts away a little bit. Bond over at second. Swift over at first with 1 away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 7-3. John Lane next up for the Braves.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
outside.
No, that's out.
Ball one. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, center field. Knowles in position. Puts it away for the out. John Lane next up for the Braves. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Lane had the kind of game you'd like. John Lane is on a tear so far this season. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lane, the next to hit.
Ball one, no strike.
This one in the dirt. Man at second. Liner snagged at first.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause a fumble. Great athleticism on that play right there.
One out, base is empty. Outside low, ball one. 4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's outside, and that's ball 2. Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. Say goodbye to that one. He'll touch them all. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Upstairs.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That one missed. Swift leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Handful.
To the right side, Pena. Over to first, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 1 out, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, John Lane. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Pitch misses, 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
One down, base is empty. Inside, almost got him. This one in the air. Pena. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Now back, designated hitter,
Lane with a good game to help lift them to the win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard.
Really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the result.
John Lane next up for the Braves. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 out, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Next pitch way upstairs. Swift, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one almost got him. On the ground to first, could be 2. To second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, John Lane. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, he executed those first 2 pitches perfectly.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout.
Lane with a less than great game in the loss. John Lane with a remarkable season so far, leading his team. First and second, no outs. Lane will hit next. Out front, rip foul. Benitez, the lead runner out at second. Humphreys on at first with nobody out. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And the count 1-2. That's inside.
That's inside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nice grab on the run. One away. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Well, the defense definitely on the clock with that one. Everything had to be perfect to get the runner at third. And you talk about a throw on the money, the relay to third. Just a good job all the way around.
One out. Runners at first and second.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's smashed towards center. And there's two away. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Lane with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Rip to right, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Lane stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
This one in the air. Castilla hauls it in for the out. Lane did a good job in the win.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
John Lane getting set for this one. His team leading its division. John Lane next up for the Braves. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And the 0-1. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Knowing if the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lane measures 6 feet even, more than 2,000 RBI in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Two outs. Fastball is outside.
2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 out, base is empty. John Lane will hit next. And ball 1. Morgan, the tall righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is 3-1. One out, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. 2 out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, move, get back on track.
John Lane with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs. John Lane now at the plate. Tons of pop. Right now he's 3rd in the National League in homers. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone. He'll circle the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
0-2.
And there's a base hit to left. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
And next for Atlanta, John Lane. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
And that one hit to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle. Now only one out remaining.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick.
Lane, certainly not the reason they lost this game. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer. And here's the veteran outfielder, John Lane. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
McCall. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. That one fouled off. Benitez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's outside. And it's 1-1. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Ground ball right side. Rodriguez. They take the force out, and that is the inning. A run on. Base is empty, 1 away. John Lane getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Roberts, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Lane did not have a banner showing in this one.
Well, you'll never complain about.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, John Lane, one of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. Misses outside, ball 1.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lane. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Hubbard collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sosa back to work. And that is out of play. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
At the plate, John Lane, 1 for 3.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Benitez at second. Swift over at first with 1 away. That one just misses the outside corner. 1-2 to count. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Gets under and pops it up. And the infield fly rule call. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. This one popped up. Trevino. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Lane did okay for them in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel.